Yo, what is up guys? Smiles from Hexbug Extreme, and today I'm going to show you a really cool magic trick which is called the 3-card Monte. Alright, so first trick, I have the Ace of Spades, King of Diamonds, and the Ace of Clubs. Alright, so you don't have to remember this order, but the order you do have to remember is so I'm going to take the King of Diamonds and put it behind the Ace of Clubs like this, and then the Ace of Spades is going to go behind the King of Diamonds. So all you gotta do is remember this order, right? And by the way, I'm gonna use my phone case for this magic trick. There's nothing in the phone case except for these three things. These three things on the right side are very important to me. Okay, so I'm gonna take the phone case and put it on my lap. Don't ask me why. And I also have these two glitter lamps right here. Alright, so Ace of Spades, King of Diamonds, and Ace of Clubs. Alright, so the first card I'm gonna do is the Ace of Spades. So here's Ace of Spades in all of its glory. Alright. So I'm gonna take it and put it back. So here it is. The King of Diamonds is right here, and the Ace of Clubs is right here. Ace of Spades, King of Diamonds, and Ace of Clubs. Alright, remember that, okay? So I'm going to take the Ace of Spades, and I'm going to put it on the pink glitter lamp right here. I'm going to take the King of Diamonds. I'm going to put it on the yellow glitter lamp. So King of Diamonds on yellow glitter lamp, Ace of Spades on pink glitter lamp. Alright, so where is the Ace of Spades? It's on the pink glitter lamp, right? You're actually wrong. The King of Diamonds is on the pink glitter lamp. The Ace of Spades is on the yellow one. You gotta pay attention, okay? Sorry about my cough. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the same thing with the Ace of Clubs being involved. Alright, so I'm gonna take the Ace of Spades and put it in front of the Ace of Clubs like this. And I'm gonna take the Ace of Clubs and pull it from behind the Ace of Spades like this. Alright, so now remember this order. Ace of Clubs is gonna go behind Ace of Spades, and King of Diamonds is gonna go behind the Ace of Clubs. Alright? So try your best to remember this order. I'm gonna hold all three cards in one finger, in one hand, like this. So remember this order, okay? So the first card I'm gonna do is King of Diamonds. So here's King of Diamonds in all of its glory. Right? So here's King of Diamonds. Here's Ace of Clubs. And here's the Ace of Spades. Once again, King of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs, and the Ace of Spades. So now I'm going to take the King of Diamonds, turn the cards around. I'm going to place the King of Diamonds on the yellow glitter lamp, okay? And I'm going to take the Ace of Clubs and place it on the pink glitter lamp. Right, so King of Diamonds is on the yellow glitter lamp, and the Ace of Clubs is on the pink glitter lamp. Okay, so now, where is the King of Diamonds? it's on the yellow glitter lamp, right? You're actually wrong. Because the ace of clubs is on the yellow glitter lamp. The king of diamonds is actually on the pink one. So you gotta pay attention. By the way, ace of spades is completely normal. My cough just blew the king of diamonds out of frame. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. So now, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the ace of clubs off of the yellow glitter lamp. I'm gonna move the yellow glitter lamp off to the side because we don't need it anymore. I'm gonna take the king of diamonds, move it off of the pink glitter lamp, and I'm gonna move the pink glitter lamp towards the middle of the table. Alright, so now I'm gonna turn the ace of clubs into a king of clubs. How? You're asking? Well, I'll show you. So I'm gonna take the ace of clubs, I'm gonna put it behind the ace of spades like this. Alright? So ace of clubs is going behind ace of spades like this. So here it is in all of its glory. So here's ace of clubs, here's ace of spades, and king of diamonds. It's on the table. So nothing fishy's going on. Alright, so now I'm going to take the ace of clubs and put it back behind the ace of spades like this. And I'm going to place the ace of clubs on the pink glitter lamp like this. Alright? So, ace of clubs is now on top of the pink glitter lamp. Right, so now that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the king of diamonds, I'm going to tap it on the back of the ace of clubs, and I'm going to do some magical gestures, and something really cool is going to happen. You ready? 3, 2, 1, and I'm not sure if you saw that, but now the ace of clubs is now turned into the king of clubs, just like that. So now, I'm going to turn the ace of spades into the king of spades. How? I'll show you. So first, I'm going to take the the king of clubs, and put it in front of the ace of spades, like this. So, king of diamonds. I meant to say the king of clubs. King of diamonds is staying on the table. So king of clubs is going in front of ace of spades like this. And now I'm going to take the ace of spades and pull it from behind and take away from behind the king of clubs. Right? And now I'm going to put the ace of spades back behind the ace. The ace of spades back behind the king of clubs. Right? So now, here's ace of spades in all of its glory. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. So here's ace of spades in all of its glory. Here's king of clubs, and king of diamonds is still on the table. So I'm going to take the ace of spades, place it back behind the king of clubs, turn the cards around, and take the ace of spades, place it on the pink glitter lamp. And now I'm going to hold the king of clubs in my left hand like this, with my index finger and thumb like this, and same with the king of diamonds, but mirroring it with my right hand. Alright, so now I'm gonna do this like I'm letting a match, but I'm gonna do it over the ace of spades, and something really cool is gonna happen. You ready? 3, 2, 1, and magical gesture. And it's done. Because now the ace of spades has now turned into the king of spades, just like that. How cool is that? I honestly think that's really cool. I honestly think that's really freaking cool. But now, gotta turn the king of diamonds. Since these two kings were originally aces, it's only fair to turn the king of diamonds into an ace of diamonds. But how? I'll show you. So, I'm gonna place the king of diamonds behind the king of clubs like this. Nothing fishy's going on. So here's king of diamonds in all of its glory. Nothing fishy with these two cards either. Sorry, they're both out of frame, so you cannot see what's happening. So now I'm gonna take king of diamonds and place it behind the king of clubs. Turn it around. And I'm gonna take the king of diamonds and place it on the pink glitter lamp like this. Alright, so the king of diamonds is now on the pink glitter lamp like that. Alright, so now I am going to do the same thing with these two cards. So do the match thing, but over the king of diamonds. Diamonds, and something really cool is gonna happen. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and. I'm not sure if you saw that, but now the king of diamonds has magically turned into the ace of diamonds, just like that. Excuse me. Okay. So this was originally the king of diamonds, this was originally the ace of clubs, and this was originally the ace of spades. So, yeah, how cool is that? I just think that's really cool. So, I'm gonna move the pink glitter frame for now because I want to show you something else. So, I'm gonna bring my phone case back up. Alright, so it's normal on this side. No, on this side. Yeah, those were my two important cards there. You cannot see the third one because obviously this square right here is the square from my camera. But I'm gonna open my phone case because I felt a heaviness on my lap after the cards got changed. Well, what the? You see that? Those cards were not there beforehand. These three cards were. But I see a back of a playing card. Wait, there's another one? And another one? Wait, there's only 3. It's kind of weird. But they're not just any ordinary cards. Well, if I told you that they are the Ace of Clubs, the Ace of Spades, and the King of Diamonds from earlier. Yeah, that's right. All 3 of these cards magically appeared in my phone case. Just like that. Alright, you want to know how it's done? I'll show you right now. Alright, so, secret behind 3-card Monte magic trick. It's going to be revealed. So, you need 6 cards instead of 3. So, what it technically be called 6-card Monte then? See what I did there? Alright, so you're gonna need 6 cards. So for the part where they were switching from the Ace of Spades from being to the left to now being to the right. So you need 3 playing cards. In this case, I chose the Ace of Spades, the King of Diamonds, and the Ace of Clubs. So now you're gonna find their alternative partner. In this case, Ace of Spades. Since there's a king in the middle, we're gonna use King of Spades. King of Diamonds, since we're using aces, we're going to use Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Clubs, since there's a king in the middle, it's best to use King of Clubs. Alright? So, I'll show you how to set this up. So, Ace of Spades, I meant to say Ace of Clubs. It's going to be like this. And then we're going to take the King of Diamonds, put it in front of the Ace of Clubs, and Ace of Spades in front of the King of Diamonds. So it's like this. So, since we want to turn the King of Diamonds into the Ace of Spades last, we're going to take the Ace of Spades, the Ace of Diamonds, and put it behind the Ace of Clubs like this. Alright, and then we're going to take the King of Clubs and place it right here. Or no, actually, the King of Spades here. And then the King of Clubs, like that. And I'll tell you why. Alright, and now, ready for our trick? Just about. So, we have this set up like this. What's happening with the Ace of Clubs, you're doing a quadruple lift. Which is like a double lift, but adding 2 extra cards. So it's basically called a quadruple lift. If you're holding 3 cards as one, that's called a triple lift. If you're holding 4 cards as one, that's called a quadruple lift. 2 cards as one, it's called a double lift. And I guess if you're just holding a single playing card, that could be just called a primary lift. So, for these cards to appear in, you can use something like a wallet or a box, or if you have a phone case like this, you can use that as well. But it's best if it's not really noisy. You see, when I was putting these cards, yes, I was putting the cards in my phone case, and you didn't even notice, did you? You probably didn't even notice. That's how good I am with magic. And obviously, since I'm doing this on a table, it's probably best if you have two objects to hold the cards up. Like this. And then phone case is going to be like this. You can show the phone case first, or the wallet first, or whatever. And then since you cannot see my lap, I'm gonna just tell you how I kept this part. I'll show you the secret behind the phone case part. So there's nothing in the phone case, only except for these three things that are very important to me. So I close it up like this, and then I put it on my lap. But when I'm putting it on my lap, I'm actually opening it up again. But they don't know that. So, since it's open, I have an opportunity to put the three cards in there, which are the Ace of Spades, the King of Diamonds, and the Ace of Clubs. What we're going to do with the cards behind the Ace of Clubs, the three extra cards behind the Ace of Clubs, I'll show you in a little bit. Alright, so now, but first we want to focus on these three cards right here. The Ace of Spades, the King of Diamonds, and the Ace of Clubs, because we're using those three cards first. So, to pull off the Monte part, you're gonna take your quadruple lift, hold it in one hand, and you're gonna tell them you're gonna put the cards in an order like this: King of Diamonds behind Ace of Clubs, and Ace of Spades behind King of Diamonds. So, try to remember this order. Okay, got it? Okay, good. So now, you're placing the cards back to how they originally were. Alright, now, I'm showing them the Ace of Spades. But while I'm showing them the Ace of Spades, here's King of Diamonds right here. I'm taking the King of Diamonds and I'm pulling it down with my hand. And I'm pushing it back up like that. So now, the Ace, I meant to say the King of Diamonds is now behind the Ace of Spades. Like that. King of Diamonds is now partially behind Ace of Spades. But it's now going to be fully behind it once I do this. So now I'm doing a double lift with the Ace of Spades and the King of Diamonds. Alright? And now I'm going to pretend that this card right here is the King of Diamonds. So you're going to say Ace of Spades, actually double lift, King of Diamonds right here, even though it's right here, and then the Ace of Clubs. Yes, that's the Ace of Clubs, Ace of Spades, King of Diamonds, actually just a random card that we're going to use later on, and then Ace of Clubs right here. Right, and then you're going to take your double lift and place it back down. And then you're going to tell them you're going to take the ace of spades, which is actually the king of clubs, and put it on the pink glitter lamp. But you're actually putting the king of diamonds on a pink glitter lamp. And the king of diamonds on the yellow glitter lamp. You're actually putting the ace of spades on the yellow glitter lamp. And then you can hold this card as normal. When you're holding this card, make sure you don't accidentally slide your finger to reveal the cards behind it, because it'll look bad. You want to make it look good as possible, like it's one playing card, not 4, because you're doing quadruple lift with ace of clubs. All right? So now you're going to tell them, all right, where's the ace of spades? They think it's over here. It's actually over here. So you're going to turn this card around and you're going to be like, oh, that's actually king of diamonds. The ace of clubs is over here. You got to pay attention. Because they didn't think you did that move, that secret little move. You did the move, but the person watching didn't think you did any secret move. So they thought that the ace of spades was right here, even though it was right there the entire time. So now you're going to do it again by getting the ace of clubs involved. To get the ace of clubs involved, you're going to place the ace of spades in front of ace of clubs. And that's what we're going to do. You're going to take ace of clubs away from the quadruple lift, and you're going to hand the quadruple lift over to the ace of spades now. Like that, all right? So now you're going to tell them to remember this order. Ace of clubs goes behind ace of spades, and king of diamonds goes behind ace of clubs, all right? And then hold it like this so they can remember this order. Right, and then put the cards like this. And then you're bringing king of diamonds up like this. And now you're going to do that little secret switch with the ace of clubs like this. Bring it back and bring it forward like that. So now the ace of clubs is now behind the king of diamonds. But they didn't see that secret little move there. So now you're gonna do a double lift with both the king of diamonds and, you got it, the ace of clubs. So now you can say you're holding ace. I'm gonna say the king of diamonds. I don't know why I keep saying ace. I am about to say ace of diamonds, even though that's gonna come up very shortly. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you how. Just wait. Just like how we did it beforehand, you're gonna pretend that this card is the ace of clubs, even though it's not. It's just one of your random cards there. Place it back, and ace of spades. So king of diamonds, which is actually double lift with both king of diamonds and ace of clubs. Ace of clubs here, even though random card, and ace of spades right here. And now you're going to place your double lift back down. All right, so since the king of diamonds was over here, you're going to take the fake king of diamonds, which is actually the ace of clubs, and place it on the yellow glitter lamp, and take the king of diamonds and place it on the pink one. So now you're going to tell them, all right, so now where is the king of diamonds? They're going to think it's on the yellow glitter lamp, but then you're going to flip it around and prove to them that they're wrong. And then flip this one around and tell them that the king of diamonds is on the pink one. And they're going to be so confused, even though they paid attention. I guess clearly not. Alright, so now this is where the phone case and these extra cards are going to come into place. And for this part, you're only going to need... Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright. I accidentally entered the phone call. That's why my Apple Watch was going off. When my Apple Watch goes off, that means someone's calling. I was trying to not enter the phone, but my thumb decided to do it anyway. But I ended it because I don't know that number. Anyways, back to the trick, or back to revealing the magic trick. So now I'm gonna show you how we're gonna use these extra cards in the phone case. So we're gonna take Ace of Clubs, put it down because we're not gonna use the yellow glitter lamp anymore. And we're gonna take King of Diamonds, put it down because we're gonna put it in the middle. I'm gonna just place it right here because I want you guys to see what's gonna happen with the phone case situation. Alright, so in this order we have King of King of Clubs, King of Spades, and Ace of Diamonds. So since King of Clubs is right here, we're gonna turn the Ace of Clubs into the King of Clubs. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. So there's two ways you can pull this off, by doing this and doing this. By putting this card back here, and by doing this, or you can just take the Ace of Clubs and putting it in and putting it in between without doing that move. All right. But if you want to do that one, but if you want to put it in between, it's best if you bring the Ace of Clubs down a little bit. I meant to say the King of Clubs down a little bit. And now you can easily just take the Ace of Clubs and put it right behind those two extra cards there, and take the King of Clubs along with the Ace of Clubs. See, King of Clubs is now with the Ace of Clubs. So now we're gonna turn this into this, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So you're gonna show them the Ace of Clubs as one card, even though it's a double lift with Ace of Clubs and King of Clubs, like this. And then you're gonna place the double lift back down and only grabbing the King of Clubs and placing it on the pink glitter lamp. While they're distracted by that, you're gonna take your quadruple lift, which now the Ace of Clubs is now part of. Put it underneath the table. And then you're gonna put the Ace of Clubs inside of your secret thing. In this case, it's my phone case. Phone case like that, all right? that's all happening while they're distracted at that card. Alright, and then while that's done, you can bring this card back up, and then you're gonna tell them that you're gonna turn the ace of clubs into the king of clubs by using the king of diamonds, by tapping it on the back. I'm pretending that this is facing backwards, but for revealing the magic trick purposes, I'm facing it towards you guys so you can see what's happening. So take the king of diamonds, do this, and magical gestures, wave, snap, and blow. And while you blow, the card falls down, and it reveals that it's no longer the ace of clubs. It now reveals that it's now the king of clubs, like that. Right, so now you want to get the ace of spades involved. So you're gonna take the king of diamonds. The king of clubs involved. So you're gonna put the king of clubs in front of the ace of spades like this. Same thing. Right. Now, you're no longer doing a quadruple lift, you're doing a triple lift now, because you're holding 3 cards as if they're 1. But now, you're gonna transfer the triple lift from the ace of spades to the king of clubs by doing this, putting the king of clubs in front of the ace of spades, and then taking the ace of spades away from the triple lift. I'm more familiar by saying quadruple lift because I was holding 4 cards as if they were 1. But now I'm holding 3 cards as if they're 1 now, which is now considered as a triple lift. Alright, so now you're doing triple lift with king of clubs and these 2 cards right here. So now you want to turn this card into the king of spades, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So just like beforehand, you could do this and do your magical gesture like this and do that, but it's best if you bring the king of spades down just a little bit, like a tad bit. Not all the way though. And then take ace of spades, put it in between the king of clubs and the ace of diamonds. And now, doing a double lift, well, technically doing 2 double lifts now, with the ace of spades and king of clubs in your right hand, and king of clubs and ace of diamonds in your left hand. So now you're gonna turn this into this. How? I'll show you how. Alright, so you're gonna take your double lift with the ace of spades and king of spades and place it back. And you're only grabbing the king of clubs and placing it on the pink glitter lamp. Once again, while their attention is on that card, you're taking these. You're taking your triple lift, putting it so that it's out of view, and taking this card and putting it into the phone case. So now you have 2 cards in your phone case now. Alright, and now you're doing a double lift with King of Clubs and Ace of Diamonds. So now you're gonna do the lighting the match method by doing this. Wave, snap, blow. While you blow, the card is gonna fold down, revealing that's no longer the Ace of Spades, and now revealing that's the King of Spades. So now you're gonna say, since you turn these 2 cards into, since these 2 cards were originally aces and now they're kings, it's only best to turn the King of Diamonds into Ace of Diamonds. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So, once again, you can either do this little fancy move, like this, like that, or take the Ace of Diamonds and push it down just a tad bit, or pull it down just a tad bit, and get King of Diamonds and put it right here, like this, putting it in between the King of Clubs and the Ace of Diamonds, like that. So now you're doing a double lift with the King of Clubs and the the King of Diamonds and the Ace of Diamonds, like this. Alright? So now I'm gonna put the double lift back. And now instead of putting King of Diamonds on pink glitter lamp, you're putting Ace of Diamonds on pink glitter lamp. Once again, while their attention is on that card, you're taking these 2 cards, Ace of... I don't know why I keep saying Ace. These are both kings. You're gonna take both King of Clubs and King of Diamonds, put them below the surface so they're more focused on that card, and you're gonna take King of Diamonds and slide it off of the King of Clubs into the phone case. So now you have all 3 cards in there. So now close it up. Make sure it's quiet as possible so that they don't hear it. So that they don't hear this. If they hear that, then they might instantly know that you're putting cards in the phone case. So it's best to do it as quiet as possible. Like that. So now, all 3 cards are now inside the phone case. So now, you can do your magical gesture by lighting the match gesture by doing this. Wave, snap, blow. While you blow, the card falls down and revealing that's no longer the King of Diamonds and now the Ace of Diamonds. So I'm gonna say, pretty cool how I turned those cards into these cards, right? You're gonna be like, yeah, totally cool. And then you're gonna bring your phone case up, and then you're gonna pretend that you felt a heaviness. And then open it, feeling the cards. It's best if you have the cards facing the back, because if they're facing forwards, then it's going to spoil this surprise, because you're going to say something along the line of, well, what the? I don't know where this card came from, because to them it only looks like one card so far. And then until you lift this one up and it reveals another one. And you lift this one up and it reveals another one. Lift this one up and there's only 3. Makes sense because you only use 3 during the 3-card Monte. Monte. And then you can take the 3 cards out and then say, these are not just any normal cards, any ordinary cards. These are the Ace of Clubs, Ace of Spades, and King of Diamonds, the cards that we originally used. And somehow teleport it into my phone case. Just like that. So, yeah. So if you like that magic trick and the learning of how to do it yourself, then I want you to do 5 things. I want you to like this video, comment down what other video, if you haven't, comment down what other video you guys want to see next. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that little notification bell, and peace out later.